Hello, happy Vlogmas day number 6. Still feeling pretty yucky. Repeating from yesterday, the doctor said most likely this is viral, and so antibiotics wouldn't help. And it really made me super crazy mad, but I think a lot of me being super crazy mad was mainly because I felt bad, so I was super crabby and mean. And that's just how it goes. So I wanted to tell you, though, for Vlogmas Day 6, kind of a funny story. Even though I'm not feeling great, I know it's really late for me to record and release this, but I got until midnight, so. But funny story, last night, I stayed up later than I meant to because I slept all day because I wasn't feeling good. So I didn't really work much Thursday. I did work a little bit, but not much. And then yesterday, I just signed in and did a quick call. So I slept the rest of the day. As of last night, I was up a little bit later than I meant to be while sick. And well, I got to give you background as to why this happened. So on Thanksgiving, the night before Thanksgiving, I made this beautiful sugar-free cheesecake. So I've probably mentioned before, I can only have about 9 or 10 grams of regular granulated sugar before I start to get sick. I can't really have sugar. I can do natural sugar. I can do some like agave syrups and stuff, fruit, but I can't do the regular refined granulated sugar. So, or at least not much of it. So, if I want a dessert, I have to make my own. So for Thanksgiving, I've been watching all these Golden Girls episodes, just because, like, while I've been working around the house and stuff. And so I was like, I need a cheesecake. I haven't had cheesecake in at least a year. The last one I had, a friend was selling them to raise money for another friend's adoption fund. So I was like, oh, win-win, right? So, and her cheesecake was so good. I cut it in half and put half in the freezer. So I had it for a while. It was so good, y'all. So I thought, well, I'm going to make one. I can do it. And I did. And on Thanksgiving Day, we had all the desserts on a separate table in the eating kitchen at the compound, and then we ate in the formal dining room because it was Thanksgiving. You know, like, we didn't have fancy utensils and stuff, but we did at least eat in the formal dining room. And we're eating. We all had one helping of dessert, and I had one little sliver of my cheesecake. And I even found sugar-free cherry pie filling, which could double as a topping. So I had one little sliver of cheesecake with my beautiful cherry topping. I was so excited, and it turned out pretty good. And I was like, I'm looking forward to having a lot more of that, you know, not necessarily even that day, but, you know. And my niece walked in from outside and was like, the dog is on the table eating the desserts. So the dog had eaten like some of pretty much everything on the table. So I had to throw my cheesecake away. No, my sister's like, it's fine, just cut part of it off. No, she would eat after a cow. My mom was like, she would eat after a cow. She doesn't even care. But I am sorry, I feel a little weird eating the cheesecake that the dog ate out of. So I threw it away. So I had one little sliver of it. I had to throw it away. So last night on a wild hair, I've been like, I feel awful. I have been feeling awful, and I just want to treat myself to something. And I haven't had pumpkin pie since last Thanksgiving, and I'm not even sure I had it last Thanksgiving because, again, if I don't make it, I don't have it, and I make a lot of other food for Thanksgiving. So 11:30 last night, I'm like, I'm making some pumpkin pie because I have this like easy no-bake pumpkin pie recipe. It just calls for like sugar-free, you know, the instant vanilla pudding and milk, and it is super easy. I mean, and it tastes enough like pumpkin pie. It's not the same texture, consistency, but still. So I threw that thing together in 15 minutes last night, and then I had some tonight. My friend came over. She braved me being potentially contagious, but it's not COVID. I did get tested. It's not COVID. It's just plain old like head cold virus, and it's been a few days now. So she was brave enough to chance it. She came over, and we did actually finally watch some of our yearly Christmas movies, and tonight we watched Love Hard, which is a new movie. It's a Netflix original, and it was pretty cute, actually. And then we watched While You Were Sleeping. And I said, both of these are like somebody pretending to be in a relationship who's not really in a relationship. That's funny. I think we kind of like that. I don't know. But I gotta say something about Love Hard. They reference that movie Love Actually. And I have a hot take that's not going to be very popular. And that is, I think Love Actually is a horrible Christmas movie. I hate it. I hate it like with a burning passion. Not just, I don't like it. I hate that movie. And I think I hate it because the characters make a lot of what I consider to be morally questionable choices. Like, everybody talks about how romantic that scene is where the guy's like playing the Christmas carols and he's doing the posters and he's like, tell them it's carolers and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, does everybody kind of forget that she is married? I mean, that's like a big plot point, is the guy was the videographer. He recorded her wedding. She is literally newly married, and he's out there like, I love you. I think you're perfect. And I'm like, gross. And they were like, it's so romantic. No, it's adultery. It's gross. Whatever. And that's not the only what I think is morally questionable. Now, do I watch movies that have morally questionable choices in them? Yes, of course I do. We all do some, but I don't know, that one really bothers me. So no, it's not a popular take, but I don't like it. I just don't like it. But you have to remember, this is also coming from somebody who considers Red to be a Christmas movie, as well as The Long Kiss Goodnight. And a lot of people would say those aren't necessarily Christmas movies, but I watch them every year. So I just want to kind of also give an update and say I'm sorry I didn't get a genuine traditional video out, like episode length show out this week. Obviously have not been feeling good for several days now, and so I just didn't get to it. But I'm hoping I'll feel better enough next week to do it. I definitely am going to do a show about my favorite worst Christmas movies. Those movies that are really bad and you watch them anyway. It's like Christmas. It's not Christmas if you don't watch these really bad Christmas movies. So I'm going to do my top, I think I'm going to try to do 5, my top favorite worst Christmas movies. So that one is definitely coming. And I think I'm going to do like my favorite non-Christmas Christmas movies, like Die Hard. So we'll see. That one's, but I will definitely do my top favorite worst movies, and I'm really interested to get the feedback on that and see if any of my movies make your list and what's on your list that's not on my list. So sorry, the over-the-counter stuff, like I'm frustrated because I took 24-hour Claritin, but I forgot that it was 24-hour, and I was thinking it was only 12-hour, and I'm like, I'm starting to feel crummy, even crummier now, so it must be time for another dose. No, it's not time for another dose until 10:30 tomorrow morning. So I just am how I am for now. But it's going to be okay. I slept better last night, so I'm hoping I'll sleep better tonight, and so tomorrow will feel better. Anyway, I just wanted to make sure I got Vlogmas Day 6 in. And again, hopefully I'll feel better tomorrow and I'll be able to be a little more Christmassy. You see, I'm trying to work some Christmas stuff in here. You can barely see it, but I'm trying. So hopefully I'll be able to do more festive stuff the next few days and get these out a little sooner. I know it's kind of late, but this is my first opportunity. And again, I laid around and slept all day, so I'm kind of up now. But as soon as I finish posting this, I'm going to bed. So anyways, I will be seeing y'all in Vlogmas Day 7 tomorrow, and that's it for now.